Today I have a situation where I have someone who needs to remove a light from a machine, just like this one, this little 99, and put a new light on. And the setup is just exactly like this one. And the light she has is from another machine, identical. Now what I'm going to do is try to create a video that would show her how to remove this light. And her wiring is complete. So hopefully that will not interfere with the situation. So for the intended purposes here, we're going to do a mock-up video on this situation and just try to demonstrate how one would go about that and how you would keep track of the wiring while you did this. Hang on, I have to pause for just a moment. Okay, this light comes off of this machine with this screw here. That will remove the light from the machine. And then if you follow this wire, it comes down under here behind the belt and drops down into here where there will be two wires attached in here to this control mechanism. 1 and 1. Okay? Now, for the purposes of this little mock-up, what I'm going to do, we'll pretend that this is the light that we're moving, all right? And what I'm going to do is find an old cord. Her situation, she has some bad wiring on the one light, and she would like to take the good light and put it on the better looking machine, and the good light is on the bad machine, and the bad wiring is on the good machine. Okay, so she's trying to transfer that. All right, let me pause this for a minute. Okay, I'm back. Now, for the purposes of this video, you'll have to simply bear with me and pretend that this is all wired together. Now, what I'm going to do is, because we're going to assume that this is the light that I would like to remove to place on the other machine. So what I'm going to do is take a length of wire here, because at some point I would like to be able to take the bad light that I will no longer be using on the other machine and put a new wire on it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to undo the little nuts, and I'm going to attach this wire. And then I'm going to undo the other little nut and attach this wire. And I'm going to leave myself a length. Oh, where's my... Coming to the screen. Ah, okay. A length of wire. And I can put tape on the end of that or whatever I want to do. Attached so that I will be able to wire and fix my bad light, the one with the bad wiring. So now I've got those wires in place. I don't have to worry about where they go anymore. And I'm going to go ahead. I've already detached this light here. And I'm going to take it off of the machine. And now I'm going to take it to my good machine. Okay. Okay, so now I've taken my good light. I already cut the cord on my bad light, detached it. Well, I cut it, and I have just a couple wires sticking out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach my good light here to my machine. All right, and now I'm going to thread the cord down where it needs to go, out of the way. Make sure that it's not going to get in the way of my belt. I'm going to bring it through. It's going to be, there'll be some kind of a little hole or some kind of a little thing that kind of keeps the wires, and I'm going to thread that through just like it should go. And I'll have a stub sticking off where I left the wires that I cut from the other light, the bad light. I left them there so I wouldn't have any issues with where to connect this. Okay, and so now one at a time, I'm just going to simply detach those wires. And you can't really see down in here, and I'm not going to try to make it so you can see. I'm just going to one at a time detach those wires and move it out of the way, putting these back into its place and tightening up those little nuts. Okay, so now I've got my good light in place. I have my bad light. Pretend that I have my bad light. You see it? Ooh, it's got icky wires coming out of the back of it. And I have a chunk of wire that was once left on here so that I could keep my place in my hand, but now I have a new light all positioned on the machine. Okay, this one's good to go. So what I've got left in on the other machine is a piece of new wire. So I can now take apart this light, which is just like this one. I'll clean it up a little bit, and I will show how to take that apart and put the new wires up inside of that and make that light work good too. So both machines will have good wiring and a good light. And that's really how that's going to go for that. Any questions? I can try to make this a little bit simpler. I hope this is helpful. As long as you cut the bad cord and leave those little 2 wires sticking out of there in place, that should guide you when you begin to thread those wires back through. You'll be able to say, okay, this one goes here, undo the first one, move the cut piece, fasten it in place, take the second one, undo it, put the other one in place, and remove the cut piece. That's all there is to it. Those cut pieces are going to be out of your way. Your other machine is going to have a length of new wire ready to be fastened inside of this new lamp, and you're going to be good to go on that. We'll just need to cut that to length and wire it inside of this new lamp, and that's just going to be a matter of stripping the wires a little bit, and it's a pretty simple procedure. 2 screws, 2 flathead screws. That's all there is inside of these little lamps, and it's a really easy thing to do. And I can show you that. I do have another one of these lamps, and I can show you that procedure in another video. Okay, my friend, good luck. I really hope this is helpful. Have a great day. Please subscribe, and if you need some help, I'll try. Thank you for watching.